On lap 69 of the Mexican Grand Prix, Carlos Sainz loses it at Mexico's Turn 14 stadium section. He hits the barriers gently, but this is enough to damage his rear suspension, meaning he is out of the Grand Prix because the car is heavily damaged. Sainz, who is facing backwards at this point, then drives the damaged car off into a marshal post area to park the car in a safe place. The yellow flag is now deployed, with Leclerc and Verstappen now heading towards this section of the track. Now at this point, Sainz is parked safely into the area. 52 seconds after Leclerc and Verstappen pass Sainz's stricken Williams, the virtual safety car is then deployed. To the disappointment of pretty much everybody who likes Formula 1.
Virtual safety car!
Oh!
We've got a virtual safety car! The virtual safety car has now been thrown to allow the marshals to recover that Williams.
But the Williams is behind the barrier. I can see it there. They just drove past it. It was on the left-hand side, clearly behind the barrier. I'm a little bit frustrated by this because I feel like we've been robbed of a finish here.
Now the reason for this is because Verstappen did a fantastic comeback in the second half of the race. Red Bull had opted for a one-stop strategy, starting Max on the medium tyre and ending on the soft. He was on a net P5 for most of the Grand Prix before pitting 10 laps prior to the people in front who were on 2 stops. After Behrman and Russell, who were running P3 and P4 at the time, had came in for their final stop of the race, Verstappen, who had pitted 10 laps prior, had pulled a gap of nearly 15 seconds. And with 22 laps remaining, Verstappen then had to catch a 13-second gap to the nearest car ahead of him, which was Leclerc in second, which he managed to do in the final few laps. And don't we all love a good scrap between Charles Leclerc and Max Verstappen, which unfortunately we did not get to see this time round. Now at this point, Sainz's car has already been parked for over a minute before the virtual safety car was deployed. Lando Norris is heading through the stadium section going on to start the final lap of the race, while Leclerc and Verstappen have just passed the first sector of the racetrack. Now this is where things get interesting, because at this point it has taken so long for the VSC to be deployed. It seems a bit random why they've deployed it a minute after the car has been parked, especially when it's in a safe area out of everybody's way. Now in this minute, Sainz's car actually starts smoking. And when an F1 car is stopped at the side of the racetrack or just parked anywhere and it starts smoking, it becomes a fire hazard. Race control then receive fire notifications, or a better way of putting it, a fire alarm, meaning they are now having to deploy marshals to the scene of where the smoking car is. Which luckily for Sainz in this scenario, he has parked around plenty of them. Which you're actually able to see here is Leclerc and Verstappen, who are coming through the stadium section about to start the final lap of the race. The camera has a wide shot and you're actually able to see where the marshals are at Sainz's car, which by now the sudden scare of smoke coming from the car has been cleared, but the marshals are now pretty much on the side of the racetrack. The virtual safety car then runs for a minute and 40 seconds. Racing is back underway, but the time it gets underway, the battle between Leclerc and Verstappen is pretty much over, as there's barely anywhere else on the track you can overtake after sector 1. So the whole thing lasted 2 minutes and 40 seconds between the yellow flag getting deployed after Sainz hitting the wall, the virtual safety car being deployed, and the virtual safety car ending. That's where I'm going to leave it down to you guys in the comments below. What do you think of this whole thing? Do you think it was right to call the virtual safety car, or do you think we should have had green flag running all the way to the checker flag? So drop your opinions, and if you like this type of video, be sure to subscribe to the channel to see more content like this, and it also helps me reach my current goal of 150,000 subscribers. So yeah guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Take care now, and I'll see you all very soon.